If you have felt a profound and unexplainable shift within you over the last few days, if the world suddenly seems different, sharper, or strangely quiet, then this message is not a coincidence. It is a confirmation. What you are experiencing is real, and it is the most significant event of your life. You have not just turned a new leaf. You have undergone a fundamental and instantaneous transformation of consciousness. This was not a gradual climb, but a quantum leap. And it has already happened. The change is complete. You are on the other side. For so long, you have been conditioned to believe that growth is a slow, linear process. You thought you had to climb a mountain step by step, struggling against the incline. But the universe does not always operate on linear time or gradual progression. In quantum mechanics, an electron orbiting an atom does not slowly drift from one energy level to another. It makes an instantaneous, discontinuous jump. It disappears from one orbit and reappears in another without ever traversing the space in between. This is a quantum leap. Your consciousness operates under the same fundamental laws of energy. It does not evolve. It reorganizes. It does not crawl. It leaps. The feeling of being stuck, the years of struggle, the intense pressure you felt building, that was your energy accumulating, reaching a critical threshold. And in a single, non-local moment, you jumped. You are now operating from a new energetic orbit, a new foundational frequency of being. This video is not here to teach you how to make the leap. It is here to inform you that the leap has been made. The very fact that you are here, listening to these words and feeling a resonance in your core, is the universe confirming what your soul already knows. You have been taught to see your identity as a fixed, solid thing, a product of your past, your memories, and your conditioning. Neuroscience confirms that the subconscious mind, which governs 95% of your thoughts and behaviors, is a record of the past. It runs on programs installed in your youth, solidified by repeated emotional experiences. You have spent years, perhaps lifetimes, trying to change these programs through effort and willpower. You tried to think positive thoughts while your subconscious broadcasted a frequency of lack and fear. It was like trying to paint a masterpiece on a dirty canvas. But the shift you just experienced was not about changing the old program. It was a complete system override. The old identity, the one that was tied to struggle and limitation, was not healed or fixed. It became obsolete. In quantum physics, this is akin to a phase transition, like water turning to steam. The steam is not just a better version of the water. It is a fundamentally different expression of the same molecules, operating under a new set of principles. The past challenges you faced were not punishments or failures. They were the heat that turned the water to steam. They were the energetic pressure required to dissolve the old subconscious structures and create the space for this new state of being to emerge. This transformation is not a vague conceptual idea. It comes with clear, verifiable symptoms that you have likely been experiencing in the last few days, perhaps dismissing them as stress or illness. First, notice your sensory perception. Colors may appear more vivid, almost hyper-real. Sounds may seem clearer, more distinct. You might even be smelling or tasting things with a new richness. This is not your imagination. Your consciousness is the lens through which you perceive reality. As your consciousness has leaped to a higher frequency, your ability to perceive the spectrum of reality has expanded. Second, you have likely experienced intense, bone-deep exhaustion, followed by moments of profound clarity and energy. This is your physical body, specifically your nervous system, undergoing a massive recalibration. It is purging dense, low-frequency energies and upgrading its capacity to hold the light of your new consciousness. It is a biological upgrade happening in real time. Third, you feel a strange sense of detachment. The problems and worries that consumed you just last week now seem distant, almost like you are watching a movie about someone else's life. This is because you are. The you who was defined by those problems ceased to exist in the quantum leap. You are now observing them from a higher vantage point. You might also be experiencing spontaneous feelings of peace, joy, or a quiet, unshakable sense of okayness for no apparent reason. This is your new baseline emotional state. It is the natural frequency of your authentic self. Synchronicities have likely accelerated dramatically. The right people, information, and opportunities are appearing effortlessly, precisely when needed. Finally, and most importantly, you have begun to notice a space between you and your thoughts. You can watch your mind think without being completely identified with its chatter. This is the birth of witness consciousness, the awareness that you are not your mind. You are the awareness observing the mind. These are not just symptoms. They are your proof. Let's go deeper into the science of why this is not only possible but inevitable. The famous double-slit experiment in quantum physics demonstrates a foundational truth of our universe. The building blocks of reality, particles like electrons, exist in a state of pure potential, a wave of all possibilities, until they are observed. The act of observation, the act of consciousness, is what collapses the wave of potential into a single tangible experience of reality. You have been collapsing your reality from a state of consciousness defined by limitation and past conditioning. Therefore, your reality has reflected that. But you have now jumped to a new state of awareness. From this new vantage point, you are a new observer. And a new observer, by the very laws of physics, must collapse a new reality. Epigenetics shows us that our perception of the environment changes our biology. Genes can be turned on or off, not by changing the DNA itself, but by changing the energetic and chemical signals from our perception. You have not changed your DNA. You have changed the consciousness that is signaling your DNA. You are literally activating dormant potentials within your own biology. This is why this transition is irreversible. Once you observe reality from this higher perspective, the old reality becomes an impossibility. You cannot unsee what you have now seen. You cannot return to a state of being that is no longer in resonance with who you are. The door to the past has not just been closed, it has vanished. From this new state, you will find that abilities you once thought were supernatural or reserved for a select few are becoming your natural way of being. Your intuition is no longer a faint whisper, but a clear, direct knowing. Effortless manifestation is not something you have to try to do. It is the natural byproduct of your energetic state. You think of something, and the universe conspires to bring it to you because you are no longer in a state of asking from lack, but in a state of resonance with what you desire. These are not new powers you have acquired. They are your inherent capacities being remembered. This profound internal shift is now beginning to manifest in your external world, both physically and socially. You may be feeling strange physical sensations, tingling, buzzing, or a sense of pressure at the top of your head or between your eyebrows. This is connected to the physical rewiring of your brain and the activation of your pineal gland, the seat of higher perception. Your sleep patterns might be erratic, as your body processes these upgrades outside the interference of the conscious mind. Your dietary preferences might also change suddenly, as your body intuitively knows what it needs to support this new higher frequency. Do not be alarmed by these changes. Your body intelligence is guiding you perfectly. This is also why your social circles are about to reorganize themselves naturally and effortlessly. The principle of quantum resonance dictates that frequencies of a similar nature amplify each other. You are now broadcasting a new, clear signal into the universe. Those who are in resonance with this new frequency will be drawn to you, and you to them. Relationships that were based on old dynamics of trauma, obligation, or codependency will simply fall away. There may be no fight or dramatic ending. You will just find that you no longer have anything in common. The connection will simply dissolve because the energetic glue that held it together is gone. This is not a loss. It is a necessary clearing to make space for the soul family that is vibrating at your new level of awareness. You are part of a larger planetary evolution of consciousness. Your personal leap is contributing to the collective, creating a powerful resonant field that makes it easier for others to make their own leap. The greatest challenge you will face in the coming days is the doubt from your own mind. Your ego, the identity constructed from past experiences, will try to pull you back into the old story. It will tell you that this is temporary, that you imagined it, that the old problems are still real. It will try to find evidence to invalidate your new reality. This is its job. Its survival depends on maintaining the old state. Your task now is not to fight the mind, but to simply disengage from its narrative. When a thought of fear or doubt arises, see it for what it is: a ghost, an echo from a reality you no longer inhabit. Acknowledge it without judgment, and then gently return your focus to the feeling of this new awareness, the quiet peace in your core. You must consciously choose to stabilize yourself in this new frequency. The way you do this is through acknowledgement and acceptance. You must stop questioning the shift and start living from it. Trust the new clarity. Follow the intuitive nudges, no matter how illogical they may seem to the old mind. Act on the synchronicities. Speak your truth from this new place of quiet confidence. Every time you choose to trust this new state over the old story, you anchor yourself more firmly in your new reality. You are strengthening the neural pathways of this higher consciousness. You are reconditioning your subconscious mind not through struggle, but through effortless being. Remember, the universe is not testing you, it is supporting you. The path forward will unfold with a grace and ease that your old self would have found impossible to believe. So, let's bring this all together. The deep, unsettling, yet liberating change you have felt is the result of a completed quantum leap in your consciousness. It was an instantaneous shift, not a gradual process. All the past struggles were the necessary energetic preparation for this moment. The strange symptoms you are experiencing, the sensory changes, the exhaustion, the detachment, are the verifiable proof of this profound internal and biological upgrade. This shift is irreversible. You are a new observer collapsing a new reality, and your natural abilities of intuition and manifestation are now online. Your physical body and your social reality are now reorganizing around this new frequency. Your only work now is to accept and acknowledge this truth, to stabilize your energy in this new state, and to trust the guidance of your expanded awareness. This was not an achievement. You did not earn this new state. You simply let go of what was blocking it. This is not a new state you have ascended to. It is a remembering of your natural, inherent state of being, which had been temporarily forgotten under layers of conditioning. You have come home to yourself. To solidify this, I invite you to do one simple thing right now. Find a quiet space, close your eyes, place a hand on your heart, and say these words aloud, feeling their truth resonate through every cell of your being. I acknowledge this shift. I accept this new reality. I am home. Welcome to the new you.